All right, so we're finishing up number 1. So 20 divided by 5, again, if you just do 20 divided by 5, you're going to get 4 over 1, or just 4, okay? So for this one, are they similar? Yes, they are. And then what is the scale factor? And the scale factor could be written as 4 over 1. It could be written as 4. Or you could also write it as 4 to 1, okay? So that's another way you might see it written. Just remember, if it's 4 to 1, the number that comes first goes on top in the fraction, all right? And the number that comes second goes bottom on the fraction. Just remember that. All right, so moving on to the next one. Again, just have to match these up and see if it works out. So if we start here with this 6, okay? And I'm just going to start another figure on the left, going to the figure on the right. So 6 matches up with 10 over here. So we're going to go 6 over 10. All right. And then the next one would be, it's going to be a square. So 6 over 10. So 6 over 10. And then the last one is going to be 8 over 12. 8 over 12. So the last one we have is 8 over 12. So when we reduce these, 6 over 10 is going to reduce down to the same thing each time. All right, it's just going to be 3 over 5. So reduce it down to 3 over 5. 6 over 10, reduce it down to 3 over 5. And 8 over 12, when we reduce that down, well, in simplest form, it's just going to be 2 divided by 3, 2 over 3, because we're dividing that both by 4. So we get 3/5, 3/5, and 2/3. So are they similar? No. So if they are not similar, you just put no. That's it. You don't have to put a scale factor because there's not a scale factor. They're not similar. Okay. So for the last one, now before with the rectangular prisms, all right, and the rectangular pyramid here. Before, we needed 3 measurements to find. We need to find the volume. Like in number 1, you need those 3 measurements to find the volume of the figure. Same thing with number 2. You need these 3 measurements to find the volume and surface area. In 3, it's a cylinder. They're only asking for the radius and the height in a cylinder. So that's why those 2 measurements are enough for us to be able to find the corresponding parts, reduce those fractions, and see if they're similar. All right, so for this, 24 is a diameter. So for me, in all the volume and surface area formulas, I'm just going to find the radius of that cylinder. So the radius of that's going to be 12. So 12 is the radius of the big cylinder. So 12 matches up with 10. So it's going to be 12 over 10. Just doing some laundry there, guys. No worries. So we got 12 over 10, and then we also have 30 that matches up with 25. So 12 over 10 and 30 over 25. When we reduce 12 over 10, that's going to reduce down to 6 over 5. And we reduce down 30 over 25, it's going to reduce down to 6 over 5 as well. Okay, so from there, we can just tell it, hey, we got 6 over 5 and 6 over 5. So are they similar? Yes. And what is the scale factor? It can either be written as 6 over 5, or it could be written as 6. Yeah, let's erase that. It can be written as 6, and you put those dots there to 5. So 6 to 5. Either one is fine. All right, guys. So it looks like we are going to run out of time here on this video. So we'll pick up the next video with comparing volume and surface area.